Honorable Parliament. This is Parliament of Truth, Parliament of Redemption. Mr. Speaker, I want to speak on sports sector in Akwa Ibom State. First of all, I want to pay tribute to the late sport legend, football legend, Pele, who have just passed on at the age of 82. That's a world-class as footballer. Apart from that, Mr. Speaker, Akwa Ibom State have a lot of talent in Ministry of Sports, but their welfare is what that gave me concern this morning. Mr. Speaker, in 2019, the Akwa Ibom athletes went to sports festival in Kwara State in 2019. They performed creditably at the medal table. They came 10, but issues arising from Minister of Sports, issue of not encouraging and support for them to become world-class athletes in various areas. Who have not seen, they have not been receiving the allowance till 2019, and just 2020 they went to National Sports Festival at Edo State, October 20 precisely, with the Minister of Sports officials, coaches that were employed to train them, and they came back from Edo State Sports Festival. And this is a governor that likes sports. We have an Olympics swimming pool that the governor has just bring one to Akwa Ibom State, and we just see police have just finished their police game in Akwa Ibom State. The surprise that we have our own young men and women that went to Edo Sports Festival in October 20th. Out of 10 days of giving them allowance, they are only paid 5 days. And issues raised when they met me and they contacted me, they were crying that they have not been given the allowances. They went on 219 allowances. The issue that came out from the Minister of Sport and officials there, the Commissioner, PMSEC and Director of Sport, they were saying that there is no money, that the governor have not released money for them to be paid. The money that were released that was to buy sport equipment. And these are the men that perform creditably and have not been paid. So I want to urge on the authority, the state governor, the Commissioner of Sport, Permanent Secretary of Sport, Director of Sport, please to release all the entitlement accrued to these young men that make Akwa Ibom. And you have seen Akwa Ibom State has dropped from the medal table from number 10 to the number 20 position. So I urge them, please, to release all their entitlement. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to come under this motion, Mr. Speaker.
All right, we'll welcome contributions from parliamentarian right away. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Good morning, parliamentarian.
To come under this motion.
Good morning, my brother and friend, Dr. Umoh.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Yanakun, my brother.
I'm calling from Oran.
Welcome. All right, go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, this morning I want to lay more emphasis on what Mr. Dr. Umoh has just said. The issue of sports in Akwa Ibom is a very serious issue. As I'm talking to you, I'm with a few of the athletes who are affected by the non-payment of allowances. So I want to appeal to the government and respective authorities that they look into this matter, because these athletes have not been paid the allowances for about 5 months running. Even this festive period, they have nothing to cater for themselves, no Christmas package, nothing. It's been very tough for them. And also I have this recommendation to make, that Akwa Ibom State Youth Council should be separated from the Sport Council. I think that will really help to make sure that things really go well. That's my contribution this morning. Thank you very much for having me.
All right, many thanks for joining us. Of course, the authorities are listening, and hopefully they're going to rise to the occasion and do the right thing. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Hello, good morning. Good morning, parliamentarian.
Yeah, good morning, everybody, and congratulations that God has taken us to the very last day of the session in the planet Earth. And I thank God for the whole workers of planet Earth and His good. He has done us good, not just in Akwa Ibom, but throughout the world. And I want us to hold this on, because that man called up Afia had shown what is called truly Dakada. Single-handedly, he has produced a lot of things for Akwa Ibom people and our generation to enjoy. This should not be taken for granted. That's why my prayer for our people is that we should come back home to our Father who is in heaven, so that the will of God be done on earth as it is done in heaven, as individual is complaining of not saying of this, not saying of that. That shouldn't continue again. Because the true Akada spirit is for us to team up and make us to become one that leads the whole world to be to be the firstborn for God, firstborn of God, and then we are not just for little things. So by the grace of God, I want to see things have contributed the little I can by the grace of God to see our people becoming what God has created them to become. So let us all contribute, not blaming a particular person, but let us come back home and return to our Father so that we can do even more than what the Planet FM Chief Executive have done.
Right, wrap up, please.
The governor blaming this, blaming that. But let us make sure, because the governor God is going to produce enough, is going to be the will of God. Not the
All right, many thanks to you for joining us and always being there. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Hello, good morning. Good morning and welcome to the plenary.
Good morning, Mr. President. Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Good morning, parliamentarian. Welcome. You have the floor.
Good morning, all the parliamentarians. My name is Dallas. I come from New York.
All right,
Mr.
go ahead.
Speaker, this morning, I want to wish all the parliamentarians a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. I also want to wish all the Planet FM workers Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Hello? Hello, Mr. Speaker, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead. We're still with you.
All right. My take this morning is I want to plead with the state government because 2022 has come to an end. Retirees are crying. Retirees are murmuring. Some are in the hospital. As I'm talking to you, this Ramadan period, go around you see some elderly one, go to the hospital. If you want to go to the hospital, you know what I'm talking, Mr. Speaker. So I want to plead with the state government to do people by paying retirees. Because how can somebody work for 35 years, 80 years and retire without nothing? It's a sad thing. And I want to plead with the citizens. Come 2023, we should go and collect your PVC so that you are useful. By voting somebody that will come and pay retirees, by voting capacity, by voting somebody with integrity that will empower the youth, that will make things to work for Akwa Ibom State. So, Mr. Speaker, this morning, I have to end in this year. Not the way you start. The way you start may be good, and the way you end, you need to think about it. That's not the correct.
All right, many thanks for joining us this morning. The way you started the year may have not been good, but the way you end it can also change the landscape and the narrative. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, welcome.
Mr. Speaker, good morning.
Good morning, parliamentarian.
My name is Andy Akwa and I'm calling from Setibo.
All right, go ahead.
I want to talk about the sport in Akwa Ibom State that something just commented or raised a motion. I'm a father of a child who was chosen in 2019 to partake in the event at Kwara State. And up till today, the money that was said to be paid to those children haven't been paid. I want the Ministry of Sport to look into this matter because it's so alarming. That child, I know what I passed through to train him to become what he is, and now the state is owing him. It's a very bad one. Now, who else with the talent will be able to help this state in such sport festival? It's not helping at all. Like the first person was saying, let the Council of Sport be separated from the youth. It's not working. If it should work, they should stand alone. They should be independent. That is what I want to contribute this morning.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate you for joining us. And of course, the authorities have heard and are listening. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good morning.
Good morning.
Compliment of
Many happy returns. Go ahead, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank God it's Friday, and this is Friday, calling on a Friday from your neighbor, Mr. Speaker. Let me quickly plead with Akwa Ibom people and Nigerians people. We thank God so much for keeping us alive to see this 2022 till today, the last Friday of this year. May His name alone be highly exalted forever in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And let us change our mindset and begin to fear God, because fearing of God is the beginning of wisdom, so that we will get it right. 2023, I want to believe, is a year that God wants to reveal Himself to so many people. So let us go and get our PPCs and vote our mindset. Let us stop violence, fighting with our brothers because of election politics and so on. Let us vote who we want to govern us, and at the end of the day, the person that God chooses to govern us both in the state and the federal will come to a fulfill. So thank you, and God bless Nigeria and bless Akwa Ibom State. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, God bless you too. Many thanks for joining us. Right about now, we'll take a pause and head out to bring you the news on the hour of 9. When we come back, the People's Parliament continues. Just stay with us, please.
Good morning. This is the news update at 9. Federal government of Nigeria says poor implementation of child rights endangering young offenders. Akwa Ibom State Governor Udom Emmanuel promises to complete about 60 kilometers of roads in Oruk Anam local government area before end of his administration. The federal government advised to cautiously regulate religious activities in Nigeria. On the foreign scene, AU describes screening of travelers from China as unjustified. In sport, Brazilian football legend Pelé dies at 82. And that's the news update for this hour. I am Dara Udoma.
So welcome aboard, fly anywhere in the world. Catch every glimpse of the clear blue skies. Take a seat of comfort and soar on the wings of excellence. Fly Ibom, let's get you there. Get up-to-date information and insight on topics in and around the aviation industry and stand a chance to win exclusive gifts on this 30 minutes program every Thursday from 4 p.m. on Touchdown Thursday with Ibom Air here on Planet 101.1 FM Uyo. This program
Everyone looks up to me as the leader of my community. I took the COVID-19 vaccine with excitement.
I took the vaccine to protect myself and those way they are around me. I must be alive to take care of my family. I have taken my 3 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine.
I did it for love. Protect yourself, family, friends, and community from COVID-19. Get vaccinated sharply.
Do it for love.
Do it for love.
Do it for love.
Akwa Where me kori bumbume mi nyamurwa ketansu 102.7 FM kururu tangikom ipu tiaba ipu ba itune itaita ipu ked usoked adede ipu tiaba ipu ba itune itaita ipu ked usoked tansu 102.7 FM ekene tang.
This festive season on Top Go TV, everybody go shine well because now bumper time with this. So to flex this season, when you renew your subscription, you go get free upgrade. Go the next higher package for better entertainment. Where sure pass. Sharply dial *288# to enjoy upgrade this bumper season with Go TV. Go TV, love it.
You fit buy photo, you go pay later for the buy to go communication.
You fit buy your phone today and you go pay later. iPhones today, both new ones and London used ones. Samsung phones today, Tecno, Itel, Oppo, Infinix, Redmi, Nokia, and other latest phones and accessories. Music box, laptop, liquid screen guard for to protect your phone from breakage. Them they repair phones, so both software and hardware with your home delivery services within Uyo Divine Ugo Communication. For anything we concern phones and accessories, you must have join to confirm Divine Ugo Communication. Them day for number 1 Ikote Bini Road opposite Ibom Plaza, Uyo Akwa Ibom State, or make you call 080-680-93884 or 090-923-12971. Our shop they open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. from Monday go reach Saturday.
Life is a journey, so let us journey with you. The sky is no limit, hey, we can take you there. So welcome aboard, fly anywhere in the world. Catch every glimpse of the clear blue skies. Take a seat of comfort and soar on the wings of excellence. Fly Ibom, let's get you there.
Over the years, we have connected families, friends, and colleagues. This festive season, experience the best of Ibom Air as we bring you to your loved ones right on time. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Wish you a Merry Christmas
from all of us at Ibom Air.
Fly Ibom Air.
Welcome back. This is your boy Blaze, and I'm here with Mr. Jason, our social media expert, and he just told us why the COVID-19 vaccines have issues. Mr. Jason, is it possible to... Oh, sorry. Looks like we have a caller. Hello?
My name is Chloe.
Hi, Chloe.
My question is to your guest.
Please go ahead.
Where did you get all this information about the COVID-19 vaccine from?
Well, you know, as an influencer with over 500,000 followers, I have access to various blogs and pages.
Wait a minute. From blogs?
Of course.
Oga presenter, you shock, Abi. Mr. Jason, you be doctor. Are those blogs run by the NCDC, WHO, or MPHCDA?
Well, I mean, no, but I mean,
Stop sharing lies about the COVID-19 vaccines. You're putting lives in danger.
Authentic info on the COVID-19 vaccines can be got from the WHO, NCDC, and MPHCDA websites. So, protect yourself, family, friends, and community from COVID-19. Get vaccinated sharply.
Do it for love.
Do it for love.
Do it for love.
The People's Parliament is brought to you courtesy of JIA Outdoor Services. JIA Outdoor Services, a member of the Mbarakas Group, owns and manages billboards and advertising services in and outside Akwa Ibom State. Why not visit them today or call this number 0803-741-2340. JIA Outdoor Services, a member of the Mbarakas Group.
On the floor of the House this morning is appreciation galore to you, parliamentarian, to our guests, to all the people who've always been there for us on a social media platform, live on radio, and of course, you have always make our time to load your phone and call through to join in the conversation. Really much appreciate you for being there all through the year 2022. And in the year 2023, we hope and trust that you're always going to be here. Feel free to call to make few contributions on how you would want the People's Parliament to be in the year 2023. And of course, also tell yourself, congratulations, I did well in the year 2022 on the floor of the House, representing my constituents. On the lead this morning, we have Akwa Ibom State Governor Udom Emmanuel promises to complete about 60-kilometer roads in Oruk Anam local government area. Akwa Ibom people react to the shortness of time given for submission of application for the recruitment of junior officers into the state civil service. And YPP gubernatorial candidate and Senator Oba returns home from the correctional center amid cheers and fanfare. Last but not the least, G5 governors allegedly joins Labour Party camp. These four are on the floor of the House, and you can join the conversation on Facebook, Planet Radio 101.1 FM, or call the number 0902 223 101 100817 624 8565 to be part of a discuss. Right back to parliamentarians. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Compliments of the season.
Many happy returns. Welcome to the plenary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm sure you can hear me loud and clear.
Very well.
All right, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let me just react on some of the trending headlines today. Mr. Speaker, on the issue of the civil service recruitment exercise by Akwa Ibom State Government, I think, Mr. Speaker, I remember vividly that some 4 years ago, they did this kind of a recruitment. That one was done online. But up till today, we have not heard anything. And even the recruitment of some of the teachers that was done. But up till now, we have not heard anything. I think what the government is doing is what we call in our local dialect. To just show that maybe they advertise something like that, in which they have concluded everything. Aside from that, Mr. Speaker, on the issue of Uber that was released from the correctional center, Mr. Speaker, I don't know whether I've mentioned my name. My name is Major Uber. I'm calling from Citizen. And Mr. Speaker, the thing is that it shows that Uber is someone that is out of I think is someone that is his generosity and magnanimity shows that people, most of the Akwa Ibomites, and some, let me use that word, is mostly accepted because the crowd that I saw yesterday, Mr. Speaker, I don't know, but I just want to say him welcome back. On the finally on the issue of the G5 governors, well, I don't know, because the other time they visit the presidential candidates of the APC, then they visit the Labour Party candidates. I don't know where they are heading to, but some of these things, I think that they are doing it in their selfish interest so that they can be relevant in politics. I don't know whether they are doing this thing for the generality of the people, because they are even confusing us. Where are they standing for? We know what brought out the issue, but up till now, I don't know where they are heading to. Thank you for having me. I'm Major Brown, calling from Citizen.
All right, thank you very much, Parliamentarian Major Ubong. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, my brother and friend from the Success Umoh. My name is calling from here.
All right, go ahead.
Please, I still want to contribute to what my brother and friend said, Success Umoh, on spot. You know, the issue of treatment of athletes in this state, I don't know. It's not really nice. Some of the athletes that participated in the last sport festival, I am told, up to now, they've not been paid. For 5 months, they are being paid. And those boys are going through a lot. As I'm talking to you, one of them is living in my street. Christmas package that some of the politicians are giving to their food soldiers, they've not been given. And again, please, I want to add, sports is not confined to football. Sports shouldn't be confined to football. I appeal to the state government, to the Ministry of Youth and Sport, to please map out mechanisms to, reactivate other sports. Because if we have other sports in the state doing well, it will be as a source of revenue to the state, to the Ministry of Youth and Sport. So please, it is an appeal. And in addition, before I forget, the issue of employment, as I'm talking to you, I have been briefed that coaches in the State Ministry of Youth and Sport will retire from service by next year, 2023. So there is need for the Ministry of Youth and Sport to advertise employment, to employ more coaches, so that by the time those guys, other guys leave, they won't be lacuna in the system. And finally, please, Mr. Speaker, help me to recommend to the Minister of Youth and Sport if there is need to separate, isolate youth council from the sport, whatever,
sport council
of sport. So please, help me make this appeal. Thank you very much.
All right, many thanks for joining us this morning. Let me come back to you, Otuekong, frankly, in the parliamentarian. The issue of recruitment, let's start from there. For some time now, we've been talking about the inadequacy of manpower in the state civil service. We've talked about the judiciary, where we had the state chief judge coming out to say the judiciary system was short-staffed and was in an urgent need of staff's recruitment. And then we talked about the health sector, where we know, in as much as this administration has invested into building edifices and equipping the hospitals, without proper manpower, those things becomes waste, because it is the manpower that is going to man the equipment, and then they are the ones to provide the services to the people. And then today happens to be the very end of the day where the state government have said people who intend to apply into the state civil service through the different categories that was shortlisted have as a deadline. How would you react to this?
Mr. Speaker, I'm not Otuekong flankling his own. I'm Otuekong well done, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. I think I've been vindicated today. Today has been a very happy day for me because I'm this one voice in Akwa Ibom State that so many people may not like for standing by the truth and the people. Mr. Speaker, it was still on this platform this year, which I came here. I shouted that the judiciary do not have staffs, and I was vindicated by the chief judge of the state when he read out the judiciary year. And I talked about the nurses, and I thank God Nigerian Association of Nigerian Association of Nurses and Midwives, they came also in support of me. Now the sharp recruitment, let me call it that way, that the state government has advertised as equally supported all my sessions and all that I used to bring to the floor of the house. Talking, that means I have been vindicated. I am happy. Glory be to God. And Mr. Speaker, I have never seen this kind of style of recruitment in the Akwa Ibom State Civil Service, and the governor is having barely about less than 7 months to wrap up this governance. Less than 5 months, not even 7 to wrap up. And I've seen the rush in recruitment into civil service. Today marks it. They just publish it within 7 days,
2 weeks,
or 2 weeks. 2 weeks they do the publication, and today is the last day. And Mr. Speaker, in Akwa Ibom State, when they used to do recruitment, do they used to apply through the permanent secretary? Because I've seen in that advert, right, to the permanent secretary, general office, permanent secretary, minister of these. What about the civil service commission that used to recruit? What happened? Why can't the recruitment pass through the civil service, the chairman civil service commission, and do the recruitment? And today is just the last days. A lot of people do not even have this information. This is how to just cover up with some of them that have slots from these, that, and these. And the people of Akwa Ibom State who have been aiming, who have been yearning to have a job in a place in Akwa Ibom State government may not have the opportunity. If today is the last day of submission of this, okay, why can't they make it online recruitment? Why can't people go online and do the recruitment? Now they want it unwritten, and today just 2 weeks. The time is too short. A lot of people may not even have the information. The publication was on paper. What about people that are living in the hinterland? How about people that lives in Umoh? How about people that lives in Ibuna? How would they just make it within 2 weeks and get up and do the application? I want to fault this process, because to me 2 weeks is not enough, and apart from that, I believe the head of civil service would have been actively involved. This comes to his office, and the chairman of the civil service commission will be actively involved in the recruitment process. But for the 2 weeks, for those that have submitted the application, I want to say it, if this is to reflection of what the people sworn, and they want it within these 2 weeks, and the government wants to do something, that benefit the people who do not have people in position of authority, maybe having someone in charge of here so that their name could be recruited. I want a transparent process, and the aid of civil service, like I said, and the Civil Service Commission should be actively involved.
All right, there's a lot of questions begging for answers from the Akwa Ibom people. Is 2 weeks really enough to gain enough publicity in the government announcement for people across the nook and crannies of Akwa Ibom State to actually apply? And if it is not, what modalities is the government putting in place, or should the government consider an extension? Because if we are at a point where the hardship situation, the fuel prices has hiked up, transportation, and the average Akwa Ibomite, the average person in the streets of Nigeria, finds it difficult to even travel for festivities, even celebrate the festivity period. So how about now traveling to apply for a job when there is not enough time for it? How do we handle that situation?
Mr. Speaker, we can't talk about that one because yesterday I was somewhere and I had people who came to submit the application. I know how much they are paid, and I know how much is the fare from where I was to the Uyo Township. So I can believe that the authorities involved have listened to us, and I believe that there's going to be an extension of dates so that it can truly be a transparent process. But for having hit under 2 weeks, and people who are living very far away, and people who could not even have money to pay their way to the state capital to submit the application will be left out. So I just urge them, to consider a lot of factors: the hardship in the land, the fuel strike, the hike, and the cost of transportation. So the extension, let it be extended by another 1 week for the benefit of doubt and those that want to submit the application so that they can do it. 2 weeks is not enough. 2 weeks is cannot cover it up. At least let it be another extension of another week. We have festive period and the rest of the, and sometimes you go to some of offices, they may not even open it by 8, and some offices, people that are maybe in charge of receiving the application may not be there. So I want another extension by 1 week.
Well, another extension is definitely needed by the people of Akwa Ibom State in order to avail all the eligible applicants to apply for the respective positions that have been listed by the Akwa Ibom State Government into the respective ministries. But the big question, therefore, is parliamentarian success. You've appealed for 1 week. It's still a big question. 1 week. This is the last week for December. So next week is the next 1 week. And the first 3 days in the month of January, or the first 2 is going to be a public holiday. So leaving us with 3 days. So a lot of Akwa Ibomites are calling for a lot more days in terms of extension so that we can, have enough time to deal with that. But let's move away from that to the government made by the state government. Governor Udom Emmanuel, who has promised to construct a 60 kilometers road in Oruk Anam local government area. And he made the comment while commissioning the new industry in Akwa Ibom State, talking about the starch processing plants. I'm just going to play an excerpt of the governor's speech, and then we'll come back briefly back to the floor of the House to continue with our deliberations this morning.
Some are into cassava, some are into corn. But for cassava and corn, the government is providing input. Even cocoa, we are providing the seedlings so that this can move very fast. Our passion for agri, you can see that drive. You can see the result we've achieved. And within a short period, I want to commission something like this for those who are growing tomato and pepper. I want to reiterate here. We want to go back to the era where our grandmothers and our mothers, when they are making stew, they were using what we used to call tomato, where they mix tomato and pepper. At times I don't know what they used to put. The thing used to be very sweet, whether they put ketchup in it. But whatever they used to put, we're almost ready. I think there's just one silo remaining right now. After that, we are going to commission that within this campaign period in our cottage factory yard in Itu. So we want to make sure we have this complete value chain, so that whatsoever you produce, we can actually achieve what I call appropriate pricing. Even right now, with what we are building in Ukarafun for palm kernel, crude palm kernel oil, and palm oil, women shouldn't be staying. We have created outlets even for cassava where we want to off-take. So
well, that's the governor talking about the entirety of the project, making about the starch processing factory and what the government tries to hopes to achieve for the people of Akwa Ibom State in Oruk Anam local government and other areas. And during that inauguration, he made mention of the fact that he was going to commission the 60-kilometer road in Oruk Anam. And Akwa Ibomites have reacted, and they are calling on the governor to not just keep on making promises of ensuring that he's going to commission projects, but rather to let Akwa Ibom people see the respective promises that he has made coming to fulfillment. Coming back to you, parliamentarian Otuekong, let's get to hear your comment and reaction to this.
Well, Mr. Speaker, as you know me, I didn't come here to praise Caesar. I came to bury Caesar. What that means is, me, I'm not good at pressing. I know to say the truth the way it is. For the governor to be going anywhere he goes, he make promises in the next that he has less than 5 months. I doubt it. And Akwa Ibom people know the truth, and we know how the direction one can use as a governor or government to fulfill promises. 60-kilometer of road in Oruk Anam, that is his in-law place. Perhaps he said that to make them happy. Last 2 weeks, those guys came up on his wife, and they say a whole lot of things that he has been abandoned. And I personally went to Oruk Anam. They had no single road, motorable road. Equal Britain, nowhere. The other way, no road. Which road? And for one to go and promise 60-kilometer road, when will you assign the contract? When will you award the contract? The signing of the contract and mobilization to site, the site clearing in the next 5 months before you rank up your project? How possible is this? This is the same promise His Excellency made in Ibiakuruan. And this is dry period. This is dry season. How many months are we now that Ibiakuruan road, not even a single machine seen on site or whatever is going on? So for His Excellency, when he's happy, he like making promises exactly when he's excited. For commissioning starch processing whatever company Oruk Anam, and he make another promise. If he comes to Ikona now to see his friend, he will make some people and make promises. He goes to here, he sees some people and make promises. How about Nseretai up to Oron that he also said he will complete? Oh, have you been to that road? Have you seen if road construction is going on?
Well, a section of Akwa Ibom State people believe that His Excellency Governor Udom Emmanuel will honor his word. I mean, Governor Nyesom Wike has been doing a lot of commissioning of projects in this period, and recall over the weekend seeing a video of Wike calling out the governor of Akwa Ibom State over commissioning on projects. And some sections of Akwa Ibom Street, what's on the street says the governor is going to prove Wike wrong. Not just proving Wike wrong, but rather showing Akwa Ibom people that he's a man of his word.
I want to see that miracle in the next 5 months, because he's going to complete his tenure by May 29th. The governor will be leaving office to his private job. I want to see that miracle between now and May 29th for him to commission the road, 60-kilometer road in Oruk Anam, commissioned Ibiakuruan road, commission Seretai, Ndonoyo, Okowo down to Oron. I want to see that miracle happen. I'm a firm believer. I'm not like Thomas, but I want to see it with my eyes. I want to see that miracle of road clearing. But I didn't know what my governor was doing in the past 7 years, and he didn't discover that Oruk Anam did not even have a road span up to 60 kilometers that could be commissioned under 7 years. And now it's going to be miracle, and now it's going to be miracle for Ibiakuruan, and now it's going to be. So all the project is His Excellency that within his time, short time, within 5 months, that is going to complete. I want to see that miracle.
All right, we'll take a pause here and head out to bring you the BBC Pidgin News. When we come back, we'll continue with the rest of our conversations on the floor of the house. Please stay with us.
In partnership with the BBC, and now BBC Pidgin Minute. BBC Pidgin Minute.
Na Igo and Makochi.
Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday say in administration don't spend $400 million to transform the Ajokuta Steel Complex for Kogi State.
Buhari talk for Okene where he been go on state visit, say the steel complex go provide over 500,000 estimated jobs for Nigerians.
Algeria court don sentence the former chief executive of the state oil and gas conglomerate Sonatrach to 10 years in prison for corruption.
Court say Abdelmomen Old Kador they guilty of wasting public fund and abusing him office in connection with the buying of 170 years old refinery for Italy.
Brazil don declare 3 days of mourning for Pele, wey die yesterday for Sao Paulo at the age of 82.
Sao Paulo government say dem go name one new road complex after Pele and call am King Pele.
BBC Pidgin dey always give you the latest news, but as the world dey change, we sef dey change.
After December 2022, we go stop to dey produce BBC Pidgin Minute.
But you go still find all the latest story for bbcpidgin.com.
Come join us online bbc.com/pidgin. Hello, where you dey now?
I dey come. I don almost reach.
Quick oh, we dey go for full spa session after we finish. Na me go pay.
Spark, you wey say you not get shishi just last week.
That na before I win 150,000 naira gift card for the Zenith Better Life promo season 2.
Yes, so Zenith Bank they give a wolf prize where reach 150,000 naira each to 20 lucky customers every 2 weeks for the Zenith Better Life promo season 2. To qualify, just open Zenith Bank account and put money where reach 5,000 naira for 1 month. Collect and activate your Zenith Bank ATM card, whether physical or virtual. Then register for *966# or Zenith Mobile Banking. E never finish oh. Every 3 months, 5 mega winners go also win gifts wey reach 500,000 naira each. Hey! This promo dey open to all Zenith Bank account holders, whether new or old, from February 1, 2022 to January 31, 2023. Terms and conditions dey. Zenith Bank, now for your best interest.
Iyo ngoma bobo kerene mdum iba iram dibu iba nemdum ita bangutong kap bangutong group sembitang se ufo Tab Media Group bun senior Planet FM Spectrum Television emanation finito tam arama kere tang 102.7 FM sinaman sasangan tum ke korodo ke ta freven bosebinam abido ki ko kangen anyam ke sebo ki ko makara all indigenous language radio station Emena mebo Tab Media Group Akpato do Planet 101.1 FM Ayori Bado Spectrum Television Ayori Tadum Tang 102.7 FM Ekene Tang Iyame Bemto Diagado
It's the Christmas season and a beautiful time to share, marry and shop. It is also a time to celebrate our homegrown brand Taps at 30. In this season, you can walk into any of our branches to enjoy and participate in our ongoing promotions. Shop at discounted prices. Participate in the raffle to win amazing items and get lucky with the Lucky Dip. We have over 1,000 gift vouchers for you to win. We look forward to a happy and jolly Christmas with you. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Before, when I call my guy, before I talk, my man, how far? I go here.
You have less than 1 minute for your call.
Auto waiting, but with Edet double, now steady relating.
My guy, our house, our area, our everything.
Stay connected for longer with the Airtel double plan that gives you 70 minutes talk time plus 3 gigabytes data for just 1,000 naira. Dial *141#. Select my area now.
Airtel, the smartphone network. This festive season on Top Go TV, everybody go shine where because na bumper time we dey so. To flex this season, when you renew your subscription, you go get free upgrade. Go the next higher package for better entertainment wey sure pass. Sharply dial *288# to enjoy upgrade this bumper season with Go
channeled. In this wise, legitimate and responsible queries and complaints will be entertained via these platforms for swift responses. Call, SMS or reach us via WhatsApp on 0916-984-0307 or send us an email on taffmediagroup1@gmail.com.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree.
It is Christmas again! Ibom Icon Hotel and Golf Resort invite you to the Utah Kids Party! 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 With Uncle Chico! Featuring swimming, bouncy castles, Santa Claus, indoor video games, PJ Masks, gift box, Iconite comics, food and drinks, games and prizes. Special feature, family dance challenge. Star prize, bicycle. Second prize, kids tablet. And third prize, school bag. Venue, Ibom Icon Hotel and Golf Resort. Date, December 25th, 2022 and January 1st, 2023. Time, 12 p.m. Ticket, 4,000 naira per child. For more inquiries, call 0808 0527 411 or 0803 3440 654. It is a family Christmas party!
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Many thanks for staying with us. It's still the People's Parliament live on Planet Radio 101.1 FM, and I just kickstart the rest of our conversations by taking some of the comments we have on the Facebook page. Parliamentarian Udom Emmanuel says, the People's Parliament, Mr. Speaker, as the last episode of People's Parliament for the year, I want to appreciate Planet FM for giving the people this platform to express their opinions, and also you, Mr. Speaker, for your unbiased handling of this program. It is nice thing receiving the YPP gubernatorial candidate Oba back to the fold. I repeat, what happened to him is just a beautiful temptation. But all the same, let him continue from where he stopped, and it will be a thing of joy completing the road, because people in that community has suffered a lot. Thank you for having me. Parliamentarian Samuel Ines says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Compliment of the season. I want to appreciate the G5 governors for the steps that they have taken to support Peter Obi. Secondly, let Governor Udom Emmanuel should also promise to complete Ibiaku Run Road before his administration run out. The returning of Oba is good so that he can stand election in 2023. In case of recruitment into the state civil service is a welcome development. Parliamentarian Inyakon says, People's Parliament. Good morning, Parliamentarian. I have this to say. The allowances of athletes has not been paid for 5 months running. Other sports in Akwa Ibom State must be looked into. Football is not the only sport. Employment must be carried in the sporting sector, as the old workers are all exhausting their years in service and are weak. Since 2010, there has not been employment in this sector. And then the last, Akwa Ibom Youth Council should be separated from Akwa Ibom Sports Council. Parliamentarian Emmanuel Ante says, the People's Parliament. Good morning, Mr. Speaker, the parliamentarians and the guests in the studio. The ongoing recruitment process in the state civil service is a welcome development following the shortfall of junior officers in the service. I want to inform the guests in the studio that the Civil Service Commission has delegated its powers to ministries, departments and agencies of government to handle recruitment of junior officers for salary grade level 1 to 6, while the Civil Service Commission handled those from level 7 and above, as enshrined in the Public Service Rules as amended. Thank you from Comrade Emmanuel Ante. Parliamentarian Henry Uwa says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. G5 governors joining Labour Party would create an effect in the outcome of the 2023 presidential election. It might even be a deciding factor on who becomes the next president of Nigeria. This development to some people is good news, but to others, a very bad news. See you later, and all the parliamentarians in 2023. Happy New Year in advance. Thank you. That's coming from Parliamentarian Henry Uwa. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary. Good morning, Parliamentarian.
Good morning, Sugar on South in the studio. Mr. Speaker, this is Joe. He's calling from Ipanja.
All right, go ahead, Parliamentarian Joe.
Mr. Speaker, I want to use this medium to thank God and to appreciate God for having kept my life up until this time, right from next year. It has not been an easy. It is only God's doing. And I want to appreciate the people of Akwa Ibom State and all the parliamentarians, and personally myself for being an active member of People's Parliament. May God's name be highly exalted in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Mr. Speaker, I want to use this medium to say that that the recruitment that is going on in the civil service is a case in a good direction. I think I appreciate the state government for having taken that bold step to make sure I recruited, because we were having a dearth of staff in the civil service. But I want to pinpoint that the things must be done purely on merit. And those local governments who do not have enough staff should be considered. I think that would be a welcome development. On the issue of the road project, which Umoh has said so far, I think government is continuing. And what this government would not do, the next governor, whoever becomes the governor in the next dispensation, will do it. Don't forget, it is this government that has completed the road that was left by the last administration. And I personally appeal, Mr. Speaker, that I want the government also, it is from my people, the people of Ipanja, that there has been a road the government has commenced and work was done, that is Opagon, Obocho Ipanja Road. Ipanja is a riverine area, and government has said that the focus of government in this last dispensation should be the major focus on the riverine area, but we've not seen that done. So the only road that was commenced by the state government is still there undone. It is not completed. Nothing has been done. So we are requesting, the people of Ipanja are requesting, and we are pleading with the state government to make sure that work commences immediately, because this is the dry season. And if the government does not finish the job, the next government should be warned seriously to make sure that the job is completed. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for having me this morning.
Many thanks for joining us. Parliamentarian Elisha Suko says, good morning, People's Parliament. I'm Elisha Suko from Ifeanyi Sokinoran. My reaction is on G5 governor support for Peter Obi. My take is that even with the support of those governors, Peter Obi will still have issues in terms of winning because of lack of structure in the grassroots. People in the rural areas do not know the symbol of Labour Party, so Labour Party should do more of sensitization, mostly in the grassroots. Thank you. Parliamentarian Noidion says, the People's Parliament, good morning, parliamentarians, and compliment of the season to you all. If Governor Udom Emmanuel will be able to keep his promise of completing 60 kilometers of road in Oruk Anam local government before the end of his tenure, that will be so good and kind of the governor. Parliamentarian Akan Joseph says, good morning, People's Parliament. Employment under Udom's has been epileptic, so I'm not expectant. These G5 people are not straightforward. I'm waiting for their joint statement on whatever decisions they have reached before I will take them seriously. I earlier complained of your audio quality. Okay, parliamentarian, you're the one who talked about the network reception yesterday. Today has been a better way, so that has been sorted. Probably I said it earlier, it's not our fault if we have bad network or poor network reception. Hello, good morning, welcome to the plenary.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Welcome.
Yes, thank you, Speaker. This is my name.
Alright, go ahead.
Calling from Ekparapa. What I just want to say, like Anan is in the house, he's talking about the construction ongoing in Oruk. The governor did not say he was going to award new contracts. He's talking about existing contracts that will be completed, and they are up to the kilometer he has mentioned. So let us not misdirect or mislead people who understand the government. Thank you.
Alright, thank you for joining us this morning. Hello, good morning. Last connection there. Parliamentarian Mayan Abasian then says, good morning, Mr. Speaker. The governor should provide job for the youths and stop playing politics with their future. There is too much hardship in the state. G5 governor alleged support for Labour Party will be a great news for Nigerians. It's high time we begin to do the right thing. Parliamentarian Hope Umoh Jr. says the People's Parliament. The governor promises to give hope to Oruk Anam people. I wish this will be affected on all other uncompleted projects in the state. Oba's return is joyful to his supporters. 2023 will be amazing. G5 governors to join Labour Party will have an effect on the PDP. Okay, still some more comments coming up. We'll have to take a pause here and come back to the floor of the House. Parliamentarian, for some time now we've seen the G5 led by Governor Nyesom Wike dancing back and forth. We had the meeting in the UK with Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the APC presidential candidate, and of course part of the things they laid as their demands for the APC to gain their support was for them to back down on their respective states, their candidates. And of course this morning a video surfaced on social media and across some of the platform owned by Labour Party showing Wike and the G5 in a
we're trying to see someone that Thomas, this person that have maybe like a two-edged sword, is here and there. So I mean, to determine where it really stands for is now a problem. For them to pinch their tent and with Labour Party or whatever party they wish to pinch their tent, but I knew that at long run, that they that separated from PDP and said that G5 they will pinch their tent and on a political party of their choice. But at the same time, you know, they met with Ahmed Bola Tinubu in London and they promised to support on a condition. How will for example in your state the governor wants to go for a second term and APC have a strong candidate, a former majority leader of the Senate, and you see competition? How will the party go and talk on the majority leader to step down for governor, what is his name, engineer Shei Makinde, to complete the second term? And Benue State now, we have a referent father who was suspended by the Catholic, who is also a APC candidate, and he has a massive support. And now will they go and talk to that father to step down for some candidate? And Wike equally in Rivers State as a preferred candidate, and he wants this person to succeed them and another party. So I knew there's going to be clash of interest, and at the end of the day, initially I didn't see them to people that as people that have selfish interests, but of a time I begin to see that they are not really fighting for the people of the South, which they opted for. Because of the agreement that what brought out the issue is the Asaba Accord, that they said powers should shift to the South, and I was with them there. Now I begin to see these people diverting from the Southern agenda to their personal agenda. All of them, either they wants to go for second term. How many of them wants to go? Okay, only governor of your state, Saima Makinde, wants to go for second term. The rest want to keep their successor against the people's will. So for them to pinch ticket, their tents
can we say against the people's will? Because we know that Rivers State so far, the only thing that Governor Wike has said is that he's not going to allow. He told them specifically APC should not come campaigning in Rivers State, told the PDP not to come campaigning in Rivers State, and then told the Labour Party to come campaigning in Rivers State. But of course, through the major channels of asking the government for support. But let's just quickly listen to what they have to say in this. Wike has become a musician of late, telling his stories and message through songs. Let's just get to hear from Wike just briefly before we continue. So that is it. Agreement is agreement. Justice, fairness, equity. That is the theme of Wike and the G5. And the statement is clear. What are they asking for? Iochaha, you must go. That was an agreement between the G5 and the presidential candidate of the PDP.
Mr. Speaker, the truth must be told. This is the same Wike that worked against Otuekong, who was the national chairman of PDP. And even on the national TV accepted that he was the one that removed Otuekong. The power clear to Wike, a state governor, is too much. And you know, it's only that when 1999 that the Obasanjo regime that we see political party governors having power more than the political party. The party was supreme. A national chairman of a party would have the right to summon the governor for a meeting, and they would run to before 1999. But for him to talk about agreement now, this is the same you that removed Otuekong, and this is the same you that won other political party from not campaigning in your states. So are you going to be the one to determine who is going to rule River State? Rampant that he just claiming to be having a project flyover and here and there, but he talks about employment. No teachers recruitment, no civil service recruitment, staff salaries are not paid. But this is the same man. So I want to see his line of thought. As this man that is not honest to what he's fighting for. He always wants to have his way. When he does not have his way, he went on war. So for the G5 governors, I want to tell them, he that thinketh he stand, let them take it, lest he fall. That's biblical.
Well, at this point in time, we're here to see people from Cross River State complaining of no job. We're here to see people from Cross River complaining of their River State rather complaining of no jobs or standing by the person of Wike. And you recall, after his award by President Muhammad Buhari, he had said he's going to use that to campaign in River State and across Nigeria. You also recall he was a presidential candidate. So the comments and what's on the street is that if Wike and the G5 were to actually join the Labour Party and declare total support, that will significantly change the narrative in the 2023 general elections. Do you agree with that standpoint?
What will change? Are there not 5 governors that will join forces with Peter Obi? PDP have their numbers of governors outstanding them. APC have their governors outstanding. So this thing, I'm just praying for February to come quickly, so that the rest will be a story. For them, let them go and join force with who want to fight. Nigerians should join force with who they like, not who the 5 governors join forces with. But me, I want to see the forces of what Nigerian people that are feeling the pains. Maybe you are not paying salary, you are in River State, you are in Benue, you are not seeing the dividends of government. I want people that will join voice with who they like and cast their vote, not who the governors want to force on the people. No. But I just want to say it again, 5 governors of the party that call themselves G5, let he that standeth take it, lest he fall.
Well, if you have to go through political history, recall that the former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, also had to fail election because of a similar occurrences in 2015, and then he ceded power to President Muhammadu Buhari. So, judging from that antecedent to the present scenario, a lot of Nigerians are of the opinion that PDP has already lost. And going by the online polls that consistently, we have the Labour Party candidate leading with a very large margin, even to Ahmed Bola Tinubu, who happens to be always running second. Then Atiku Abubakar comes third across the online polls.
Online polls has always been there, and we know how to influence online polls. During Goodluck Jonathan regime with Goodluck Jonathan, it was Goodluck Jonathan that was leading, and last 2019 it was Atiku that was leading on online. So the reality has changed. So whosoever will lead online should lead now, but the voting of Nigerians will reflect who we want.
All right, that's how much we can take on the floor of the House this morning. Chuck's coming back to you, parliamentarian, success for your last day. But before then, let me take this last parliamentarian. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the plenary.
Hello, good morning, Speaker.
Good morning, parliamentarian.
Good morning to your guest in the studio, this right Congress, Prince Apparently.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, yes, I want to talk about the first protested governor. When they talk about agreement is agreement. When they do this agreement, get in contract to this agreement, did they consult the stakeholders of the parties? Did they carry other stakeholders of the party along? So when you are talking about agreement, would you decide for over 6 million people in the party, only 5 people to decide of my say? So you see, it's corruption. Anybody that support them, they are all they are just like them. They are corrupt. So when they say that they are talking about supporting Peter Obi, it's contradicting statement, because a lot I had was that they adopt a position to support Tinubu.
Well, they have not adopted. They went on a visit to Tinubu and gave their conditions if they were to shift camp and join with Tinubu, but that position has not been met yet.
Then that of Peter Obi, there must be a condition. You know, their condition, no one can meet up their condition, because their condition are always corrupt condition.
All right,
so
thank you very much. That's how much we can take this morning. Very appreciate you parliamentarians for being part of the success story on the floor of the House. Just a last word of thank you to parliamentarians before we
I want to thank all parliamentarian members of this parliament. In fact, I want those that resign from this parliament. I know a lot of callers that have not been calling again. I don't want to mention their names, but I want to see them by next year start coming. This is a reform parliament, and the sixth speaker of this parliament is a speaker of the people. And I want to thank all of you, and I want to wish the Honorable Commissioner, Minister of Sport, Director, Minister of Sport, to look into the issue raised this morning by me and other parliamentarian. We want Akwa Ibom to grow in sport and every other sporting activity. We want people to be happy. Thank you so much for giving me this platform by Planet Radio. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for hosting me. Thank you, other parliamentarian. I say, may the Lord bless you. Hope to see you in 2023.
All right, thank you very much. And to you, parliamentarian, for always being there. Pretty much appreciate you. Let's do this again and better in the year 2023. I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year 2023. Don't beat yourself up too much for the things you could not achieve. Be thankful to God for the things that you have been able to achieve, and then speak into the year 2023 the things you want, the things you need God to manifest in your life, and then go ahead and take the needed actions, and you will see the miracles that we need. And we're hoping to see a better Akwa Ibom State, a better Nigeria, and it all starts with you getting your PVC and voting your conscience in the forthcoming general election.